A few years ago, I had nothing but a dream in my head, which was travel the world, make money online, and live the life on my own terms. And in today's video, I'll tell you exactly how I done it. How I went from just a little, dream in my head, a kid who's 16, 17 years old, to where I'm at today, running my online business, traveling the world. I visited 27 countries so far as a 21-year-old, and I'm making more money than ever, meeting the coolest people I've ever met in the world. And right now I'm in Medellin, and I thought, what a perfect place with this incredible view to film a video before the sun comes down, okay? I just came from paddle session with the boys. Boys who are running incredible businesses, okay? Like literally extremely lucky that I'm here, and I'm grateful every single day. But let's kind of uncover that. So when I started all of this, I had no idea what I'm gonna do exactly. I had no idea what business I'm gonna run. I didn't even know if it was a business or working for someone remotely. All I knew is, hey, I want to travel the world, okay? I want to make money online, and then I want to have no boss. I don't want someone telling me, hey, you need to clock in, you need to clock out. That's all I knew. I knew nothing about business, okay? Literally zero business knowledge. I knew that if you buy something for cheaper and sell it for more, you'll make some money, okay? That's all I knew when I started. And, the only thing that was true is that I knew it's gonna happen. I knew that I'm gonna figure it out. I was like, no matter what it takes, I'm not getting a job. I'm not living the life not to the fullest potential. I'm gonna figure it out one way or another. And I had undeniable belief in my head that I'm gonna achieve it. That was all. And that's pretty much it. That's where I started. And I didn't know the how, I just focused on the why. And my why was, hey, I want to experience life to the fullest. I want to be in places like this. The view is crazy, like you can't deny that, okay? And this has been my life for the past 2 or more years, right? 2-3 years, I'd say. So, I've worked from beaches in Bali, I worked from cafes here in Medellin. I worked from amazing, incredible apartments. I'm staying in an apartment which costs $9,000 per month, okay? It's a huge apartment, obviously. I have a chef. Yesterday, a chef came, cooked some incredible steaks. And, I've done it all. I visited, places like Miami. I lived in Dubai. I worked from incredible offices, skyscrapers in the 70th floor, okay? I've done it all. I've done everything the person that's at square one or square zero wants to, achieve. And that's pretty much it. I've done all of it. And, I can tell you one thing. There's nothing like waking up in the morning in a new location that you've never been to, having incredible people surrounding you, looking at your phone, you already made some money, okay? You have money notifications. Like yesterday in one day, we did $4,500 in profit. Today is a bit slower. So far, we did 1.8K in profit, and it's 5 p.m. right now. So the day hasn't ended yet, but still, we're crushing it. We're absolutely crushing it, and we're doing amazing, and I'm extremely happy. So there's nothing better than just waking up knowing, okay, I'm the boss of my time. I have a team who I take care of, but they take care of my business. I'll work for as long as I want to. Today I woke up, slept really well, went to the gym, did some work, then went to paddle session with some boys, right? And now I'm filming this video. It's 5 p.m. and I'm just gonna head to the cinema or whatever, just have a fun time, right? There's no better feeling in the world, just the feeling of freedom, the feeling of choice, right? That I can choose what to do with my day. I know how to make money. I can choose to make more money. I can choose to make less money. I can prioritize whatever I want to prioritize. And, this life is absolutely amazing because I can choose where I live. I can choose what hours I work. I can choose who I work with, who I meet with, and I can just control how I spend my days, right? There's no boss, there's no office, there's no rules. I'm the boss. I'm the guy who creates the rules. How cool is that? And I'm just literally, I'm just a simple kid. I'm from Lithuania, a country with 2.5 million people, and I'm from a small town with 7,000 people. I'm like if you were born in the US or in the UK or in a first world country, you're already ahead of me, okay? I'm just a simple guy and I figured it out in a few years. And I'm telling you, this is absolutely amazing and I'm loving every second of it. And also, like, this lifestyle is absolutely incredible for the reason because I prefer experiences over just owning stuff. So you can see I don't wear a Rolex. I could easily buy a Rolex right now. I don't drive a Lambo. I could buy a Lambo in cash right now. Like, I prioritize experiences. I prioritize meeting people. I prioritize traveling the world. And that doesn't tie me down to a specific location, okay? That just keeps me content with where I'm at, keeps me happy. I'm exploring the cultures. You know, I explored a bunch of cultures. I learned a new language while traveling the world. I met incredible people. And I don't let stuff own me. That's one of the lessons. Don't let stuff own you. Own the stuff and own as little as possible in terms of, like, I made a video a few months ago. I was considering buying my dream car and I said it would be great for business, but that would have tied me down so much to one specific location where that car is located, where I wouldn't have this incredible lifestyle. So more importantly, you know, how did I make it happen? And how can you make this happen? So at first, like, after I had the dream in my mind, I just focused on finding some business model, some simple, scalable business model that I can start with, like, a pretty low investment considering it's a business. And that's pretty much it. I found a business and I studied it. And for me, that was faceless Instagram pages, faceless theme pages, whatever you want to call them. But for me, it was that. It can be anything else you wanted for you. It can be any business. You know, I meet people who are running e-commerce stores, agencies, whatever. For me, the best choice at the beginning was Instagram faceless pages, right? Just choose anything that will not tie you down to one specific location, and that's pretty much it, okay? And then what I did is, obviously, I stayed consistent and I worked incredibly hard for the first 1 or 2 years. Like, I just tried to research as much, tried to figure stuff out, tried to talk with as many people as possible, gather some ideas. But I grew my business step by step by step. I didn't figure it out all myself, like, right away, right? There was no, like, breakthrough moment, like overnight I learned something and I started making 30 grand a month, 50 grand a month. It didn't happen like that, right? It was step by step by step, and it wasn't always easy, but every win, small win, added up. And whenever I hit a loss, I was just like, okay, I'll just keep going. And that's how I did it. And then I automated the whole process, where now I have a team of 9 people who are running this whole operation of my business and helping me every single day. And all I need to do is kind of manage them and tell them, hey, you should do this, you should do that. And now I'm kind of like a manager more than just doing the day-to-day operations, you know, and all the little tasks that could be automated. So, you know, how you can do it and how I did it exactly. So this will be some woo-woo stuff. You can be like, oh my God, you're talking about some manifestation stuff, some spirituality. I can't believe you're talking about this, but trust me on this. Every single successful person I met, okay, and I met a lot. I'm in huge networks, like global entrepreneur networks of people making 100 grand a month, 500 grand a month, $1 million a month, okay? Every single one of these people have manifested, quote unquote, their life. And the manifestation could be anything. It could be, you know, God for you. It could be just like in your head, you're manifesting something. It could be a notebook that you really like put your focus in on and put your energy in. But essentially, everything I learned about manifestation and attracting the right life that you want comes from one pretty much thought. And that thought is, be extremely, extremely clear on what you want and be consistent in believing in that, okay? So right now, if you're watching this video and you tell me, hey, I want to buy my dream car, maybe some sort of a Lambo, I don't know, and then you think about that thought, and then tomorrow you're like, you know, forget about that Lambo. Or, hey, I want to live, you know, I want to go to the same apartment as Arnaz did. And then you're like, whatever, you know, forget about it. I'll figure it out later. This will never work, okay? This will never work. Every single person I know that was successful believed they're successful before it happened. And they were extremely clear how their life is going to look like. They didn't know what to do to achieve that, but they knew exactly how their life will look like, exactly designed their life. So this is proven to work, okay? If you just read the book The Secret, like every celebrity talks about it. Conor McGregor, one of the most successful fighters who obviously you could say fell down right now, but you can't deny his success. He's just a simple guy from Ireland who became the most entertaining and most popular, combat sports celebrity in a matter of like 5 years, okay? He just went from a plumber to like the most successful fighter in the world ever in the history, right? And he talks about it. Tony Robbins, I'm a huge fan of Tony Robbins. He talks about manifestation and law of attraction because it works. All these people talk about it because it works, and they actually did it and they believed in it, okay? So be very specific on what you want, okay? I knew specifically that I want to travel the world, make as much money as possible while traveling, and be surrounded by incredibly successful and amazing people that have the same thoughts, have the same goals, and are moving in the same direction. And you can apply this to anything. And how specific can you be or need to be, right? So if I ask you what's your dream car right now, you'll probably tell me, some sort of a Lambo or maybe Ferrari, or maybe I would take a Porsche as well. That's not specific, okay? This is nowhere near close specific, okay? If I ask you about your dream car, you need to be like, okay, my dream car is Porsche 911 992 GT3 RS in baby blue color with black rims, okay? That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about specific, okay? That's how specific you need to be. If you want to find a life partner, if you want to find a wife, or, a husband or whatever. For me, I know that my future wife will have long black/brown hair, brown hazel eyes, probably speak Spanish, right? And so on and so forth. I have like a list of 10 main things that I know my wife will have, and 10 no's. So 10 things that she won't do or won't have, right? That's how specific you need to be. This is the reality. This is how you get this to this level, okay? No one has ever succeeded without being clear on what they want, okay? Every single company in the world, like you see Apple, you see Microsoft, you see whatever company, they all have very specific goals every quarter, okay? Very specific goals, extremely specific goals. All these companies are successful. All these people who are running these companies, not all of them, but when you look at a successful guy, he has a six-pack, he has his dream wife, he has his dream car, he has his dream life. Why is that? Because they created that life in their head way before it happened, okay? And you need to be extremely specific. What other example I can give you, okay? So when you want to make money online, for example, you can tell yourself, I want to make exactly $30,000 in profit every single month serving people doing X, or I want to make money 30K a month with this thing exactly, doing that, right? Maybe you don't know that today, but as you go and figure out, you can change your goals, you can be more specific, right? You need to be extremely specific. Again, like you want a dream watch, what's your dream Rolex, right? What's your dream Rolex? I know that mine is Rolex Datejust 41 millimeter, all gold Rolex with a wide dial, okay? I know that, and I'm telling you right now, like whenever I decide to buy a Rolex, that will probably be the one I'm buying, okay? So that's how specific you want to be with every single thing you do and every single thing that you set for yourself. You need to set goals, you need to remember them, and you need to believe that you already have that every single day, okay? You need to act as you already have, okay? So we don't really need to be taught on what we need to do. You already know what you need to do to actually build a business. Even if you don't know much about business, you probably already know, okay, I'll need to work a lot, I'll need to invest money, I'll need to probably hire some team members later down the line, I'll need to incorporate a company, I'll need to create a product. You probably already know that, okay? You just need to be reminded of it. And the best way to remind yourself about it is live as that person. So if you want to get very fit, then ask yourself 20 times during the day, what would an extremely fit person do in this situation? So probably if you're about to buy a huge bag of popcorn at a cinema, you would be like, wait, an extremely fit person probably wouldn't do that. Let me not do that. And that's all you need to do. Ask yourself, okay, does this align, what I'm doing right now, does my actions align with where I want to be or not? Okay, and that's pretty much it. So why you can do this too, I'd say get clear again on your vision and ask yourself, what does your ideal life look like? Write that down on a notebook. Sometimes I pull out my notebook and I literally write like 10 pages worth of notes about my dream life and how I want it to look like, okay? That's how specific you need to be, extremely specific. Then, once you do that, find a business model. For me, like I said, it was Instagram faceless pages. You can do whatever you want. If you want more content about Instagram faceless pages, you can find them on my channel. I have plenty. And just find the business model that supports your dream. So, for example, if you know that you want to travel the world and you don't want to be stuck in one location, you need to do something online, I guess, right? So, third step is actually take consistent action every single day, okay? Like, yes, if you skip one day, it's not a big deal, but then, when you take a loss, you just keep going. That's the whole game, right? Every single day, you need to be extremely consistent. And if I can do this, a kid from Lithuania, okay, from a town of 7,000 people, then you can do this as well. Like, you're probably in a luckier spot and you were dealt a better, hand of cards when you were born in a first world country. And if you're watching this from a third world country, you can still do this, okay? Like, this applies to everyone. If you're just like alive, first of all, you're already lucky to be alive. And if I can do this, you can absolutely do this as well. I'm no special guy. Like, I'm not the smartest. I know 100 more smarter people than me, okay? And I'm just a simple guy. I'm just a chill guy, okay? And that's it. And I figured it out. I just put in some work and I figured it out, okay? It's way more simple than you think. It's way, way simple, more simple than you think. And I wouldn't say it's easy to achieve everything, but it's way more simple. Yes, you'll need to put in hard work. You'll need to put in nights of work. Sometimes you'll need to work harder, but sooner or later, you will make it work, okay? So if you're ready to start living your dream life right now, what I suggest you to do, take a notebook, take a pen, start writing down your goals, and start designing your life today, okay? There is no reason to wait for it. Like, literally everyone can have a notebook and a pen. It's not a privilege to have a notebook and a pen. You can definitely have it. Start writing down your goals. Build a vision board, okay? On my screen, on my lock screen, on my phone, I have a vision board, okay? How I want my life to look like. A bunch of cool pictures, screenshots, whatever. My dream life, okay? Build a vision board. There's another video on my channel called Alchemy of Self, okay? Alchemy of Self document that also helped me a ton. And if you want to build that document out with affirmations, with vision boards, with your dream life, you can do it. I showed you the full example. I showed you all the pages and how I utilized that previously. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I created my dream life and in my head, and I just made it happen. And you can do the same thing. The power of your mind is extremely strong. So if you like this video, leave a like down below and shoot me a comment. Tell me, what do you like about this video? What you don't like about this video? And I'll just see you in the next video. Cheers.